Warning, this episode contains adult language, mature situations, supernatural creatures mixed with felines, humorous images, the latest manga news, and fun rants. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Listen to special Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. I'm your host, Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope all of you are doing well out there in internet land, and hope you're excited for another fun-filled episode of this awesome podcast, which you can find at various places like www.spiraken.com, or you can do it at youtube.com/Spiraken. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and various other social media sites. Just type in SPIRAKN in the show notes, and I guarantee you'll find us one way or the other. Hope you're excited for another fun-filled episode, because I know I am. But with that in mind, let's actually get to the manga review of the episode, because it's been a doozy, and this one was kind of fast and kind of weird, because if you remember from the last episode, I spun that one that only the Wheel of Manga, and it dictated onto me that I'd be reviewing a manga that was written by a very unique individual that we've talked about earlier this last year, and we're talking about Panania. Yes, the creator of The Evil Secret Society of Cats has created another fun-filled and unique series. This one's a little weird, a little fun, but this one was published by Tokishoba, which means it was released over here by, you guessed it, 7 Seas Entertainment. And its original run was 2018 to present, meaning it's still coming out right now. And there are 6 volumes currently available, and in the United States you can get a hold of 6 of these volumes, which is pretty cool because there are so many of them that are just 2 volumes, 3 volumes, but this one we have 2 available and more coming out as soon as we could be. But anyway, this is a demographic for seinen series, meaning it's for older men over the age of 18, which is kind of funny because you think it's things like gambling, action, violence, but no, it is cats. A manga about cats, unique cats, different cats, things which are a little bit different, but I digress. We'll get into that in a moment, because the genre for this is a comedy slice of life series that is about cats that are mixed with a very unique creature, a very unique being. And who are we talking about? Well, we are talking about those lovable and wonderful scamps that are known simply as, well, the Yokai Cats. And the Yokai Cats are pretty interesting. It is a manga about cats who are mixed with various yokai to make them look interesting and unique. And now, for those of you who are unaware of what yokai are, they're Japanese spirits which are unique and different, and they just seem kind of cool, kind of different. I know I'm coming off like a babbling, but everyone are there for specific reasons. If you hear a creak in your house, that's a yokai. That chill down your spine, that's a yokai. That mysterious woman who asks you for directions and then she has no face, that's a yokai. And there are tons of yokai, very different types of yokai. So what this manga has done is it has combined the horrible creatures that are yokai with cats in unique ways that are kind of fun. And we actually open up with one of my favorite types of yokai, and we're talking about the Nopperabo, or the no-face yokai. And this one's a yokai which has a blank face that makes it look expressionless, but it's easy to tell how it's feeling, and it startles people, plays pranks. We talked about one of these in the manga review for My Girlfriend Has No Face. In this one, it's just about a cat who is a Nopperabo, who likes to scare people, which is kind of cute and kind of weird. He has no face, he has no eyes, but he has the smiling face because he's a trickster. And then you also have a gas cat who is, I forget what the yokai is for that, but he's a very unique yokai as well. And this covers different ones as well besides this lovable Nopperabo. The next one that we have is the Hyakume, and this is the 100 Eyes. It's a creature who has hundreds of eyes, and it has yellow eyes all over its body, and it looks really scary, but this yokai cat version likes to smile at people and grin with them, even though it looks kind of horrifying with its weird way. And all these are 4 koma, which means they're 4-panel comics. Vertical, that goes from point A to point B. They're connected not really well. It's just like they're a very short one-shot. You read it and you're done. And each couple of pages changes to a different yokai cat, as you can guess. The next one that we have in this, that I have in my show notes, is one which is kind of fun and kind of dark. We're talking about the long neck lady, or the Rokurokubi, which is legend of an old lady who has a very long neck. It is kind of horrifying. You've seen the movie House. you know what I'm talking about. But this one is just a very expressive long neck who's usually pretty short but likes to wrap her neck around its owner and going through paper sliding doors. So it's just a cat with a really long neck. And that's pretty much all this manga is. It's all the ones who, it's just, here's this cat with its owner and how the owner deals with all these weird situations, all these weird facts about the different cats. I mean, the next one is the Nyango, which is the mermaid, lower body of a fish. And supposedly if you eat the Ningyo, you become immortal. If you've ever read Mermaid Scar, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The other two that we show here is going to be the wall cat, who is supposedly, it's just a giant cat that merged with a wall. I'm not really a fan of this one. It's the Nurikabe, who just blocks people, but he's super fluffy, so people love him. And the other one is going to be, I think, one of the grossest of them all. That is going to be the Kukugen, or the fluff ball, which pretty much just looks like a giant fluff mattress. It's kind of like a big puddle, but it's furry, so this is this weird creature. And there's tons of other ones that we discuss, including Kappa. We have the Yuki Onna cat, who's just a cat that's very cold and likes ice, but loves its master, so it's really nice its master, but it gets jealous really easily. There's the Namahage, which is the lion-faced one. There's a Tengu, who has the big nose. And all their owners just don't realize that they're all yokai. It's just weird situations of what's going on. I think that the funnest one that maybe the most, that was the most interesting was there's Satori, which is a yokai that's capable of reading people's emotions, but it doesn't like having its claws trimmed. And there's also the Azuki Ara, which is just a yokai that washes beans. So it's a cat that just washes beans. That's all it is. And this is all the manga is. It's just, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And it's a webcomic, so you can see it's in color. And this is a very unique story. And, well, here it is. Here's the actual manga I have right here. And I like that it's in color, and then you have all the different sections broken up by Roy G. Bibb. So you have it red, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, orange, and then it goes further, and then it goes to white, and then beige, and starts all over again. And compared to the other one by Panania, this is, well, it's a little more different, because the other one is just, here's the evil secret society of cats. We will put humans into fear by doing this. And then that's the joke. This one actually gets into the various yokai and actually will show them as they are. And I like that it shows them as they are. It shows the tropes between each yokai and educates us about them, because unless you've watched Yokai Watch or read Gegege no Ketaro or something by Shigeru Mizuki, you're really not going to know anything about the yokai, but this fills you in on them. And it makes you want to know more about these yokai. And more importantly, I want to have half these yokai cats. They're all really cool. I'm pretty sure that our cat Maddie is a yokai. Which one it is, I don't know, but I'm going to hedge my bets and say it's going to be one of the more interesting ones. Anyway, so for the production quality is really well done. It's beautiful. It's really well written, but there's no narrative to the story. It's a lot, very different, and, well, let's be honest, it's one of those ones which is just kind of out there. So it's one of those ones where you're not really going to find a big market for it if you're not a cat fan, if you're not a yokai fan, and if you're not a slice of life fan. This is great for if you have had a rough day, you want to open something, read it, laugh, and then you put it down, forget about it. But if you're looking for a stronger narrative, if you're looking for a series with a great story, great action, this is not the manga for you. And while I do love Yokai Cats, and it is a lot of fun, I'm going to have to give it one of our lower ratings, our mid-ground rating actually, which is going to be A Gift from Your Crazy Aunt Muriel. It's okay, but in the long run, it's pretty forgettable, because once you're done with this, you put it down and you completely forget about it. Now, if you've read Yokai Cats and you disagree with me, if you think differently, you can always email me personally at Zan, that's Xan, at Spiraken.com. You can also tweet me at Spiraken, or leave me a comment down below on YouTube. Let me know your thoughts and your feelings about this. And so, since we're here, let's actually get to the next part that all of you enjoy so much, and that is the releases for the week, because we've had some crazy releases this week. And some of them I'm just shocked by what we had. So let's get to the releases, shall we? So these are the releases for this week, which came out on Tuesday, the 24th of 2023. It's still rough to say 2023, you know? It's still kind of weird, but I digress. So here's what was released this week. We've had, for the 24th, we have Seventh Time Loop, The Villainess Enjoys a Carefree Life Married to Her Worst Enemy, the light novel, Volume 3. A Condition Called Love, the manga, Volume 1. Beauty and the Feast, Volume 6. Blue Period, Volume 12. Yes, this series is still going on, and yes, it's still pretty awesome. I gotta say, I've been enjoying this series, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. Do You Like Big Girls, Volume 6. If you like this running joke, you're still gonna love this series. I don't know why it's going on so long, but whatever. How Do You Relationship, Volume 8. Into the Deepest, Most Unknown Dungeon, Volume 5. Kijin Gintosho, Volume 1, the manga. Let's Buy the Land and Cultivate It in a Different World, the manga, Volume 2. Momo, the Blood Taker, Volume 3. My Hero Academia, School Briefs, Volume 6. My Secret Affection, Volume 1. This one is one which has got a little bit of a flack because there's rumors about the story itself. I don't know, but, well, if you've read this, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to put it on the wheel of manga because this is supposedly controversial, but it could be really good. Not act age controversial, but kind of controversial. Anyway, let's go on. Next we have Noragami, the Omnibus 3, which is Volume 7 to 9. Polar Bear Cafe Collector's Edition, Volume 1. This is the first set of the series about a polar bear who owns his own cafe. Then we have Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies Moved to Starter Town, manga number 7. Sword of the Demon Hunter Kinjin Gintosho, the light novel, Volume 1. This is the series that we saw earlier as the manga. What is it about? I'm unsure, but it seems like this is going to be something similar to Heart of the Sword or Sword of the Samurai. I'm excited and intrigued by this. I'm going to get a hold of it and maybe read it, put it on the wheel of manga, see where it goes. But we're going to wait and see on that. Then we have the Dragon Knight's Beloved, Volume 4. The Husky and His White Cat Shinzen, Erha Heita de Ba Mao Shizen, the novel, Volume 2. The Strongest Sage with the Ricus Crest, Volume 10. Thunderbolt Fantasy, Omnibus 2. This is Volumes 3 and 4 of the series. You Have Wave Listen to Me, Volume 9. Yes, we're hearing more about our favorite shock jock and her insane rants against her former boyfriend and life in general. And then last, and certainly not least, we have Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, Volumes 27 and 28. Now, I don't know why they do that where it's released as a two-shot instead of just a one, but whatever, that's how it goes. And those are our releases for the week. I'm kind of excited to see where we go with that, but, you know, it is what it is. So, either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream, and I hope you're having a blast with it. And remember to check out our other things we have at our various websites, like www.spiraken.com. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. More importantly than that, remember to like and subscribe at youtube.com/Spiraken. Hit the bell for notifications. And more importantly than that, you can go to our Patreon, yes, our Patreon, to help us create more fun content for you to enjoy. And our Patreon is pretty cool because there's tons of stuff going on there. Besides all the various tiers we have tons of deleted episodes, tons of things that we never wanted to release, things which are kind of cryptic. More important than that, there's an entire gag reel of me just cursing profanity for 15 minutes. So join the various tiers, help us create more fun content for you to enjoy, and make this podcast be amazing and this YouTube channel be amazing. And before I go any further, let me just say to everybody, I appreciate each and every one of you. Every email I get, every comment I get, even if it's negative, it just gives me more motivation to keep doing this show and podcast out. So thank you so much. I want to keep doing this till I'm an old man who has to read manga with thick glasses and magnifying glass, and I'm going to keep reviewing until I'm an old man who can't remember things. And because of that, I want to thank every single one of you. Thank you so much. And so, with that in mind, let's get to the part that so many of you have been waiting for. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that one, that only. Let's get to it. The Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, a Wheel of Manga, except no substitute. Now, what is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. What I've done is I've assigned a manga title to each of the 10 slots. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga. Whatever number it lands on, that's the manga we're going to review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga, episode 504. And I know this is a pretty fast episode, but let's be honest. 4 comas go really fast because you just don't want to repeat the same things over and over and over again. But we've got some great titles on this list for the Wheel of Manga. We've got A Galaxy Next Door. We've got Kowloon, My Home Hero, Ramen Wolf and Curry Tiger, Van Dance, No Longer Heroine, My Sister the Cat, Dorohedoro, The Saga of Tiny the Evil, and Shonen Notes. All these are very unique and different, and we're going to spin and see what we're going to get. So, fingers crossed, right? And if you'd like to submit your own Wheel of Manga for us, email us at zanspiker.com or leave a comment down below. Let us know what your idea was. And we got number, well, it's between 5 and 6, so we're going to say, because the Reasons is still on 5, so it's going to be 5, Van Dance, for the next episode. And what is Van Dance about? Well, I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. So anyway, as usual, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm your host, Zan. I'm Gonzville. Catch you guys next time, and keep reading manga. See you later.
Thank you.